Okay, so hey there, YouTube. Uh, this is Dark Spartan again. This is my video showing you my Star Wars new canon stuff that I have, the comic books and the novels. To start off with, I was a huge fan of the expanded universe, but I did not have all the books or comic books or anything or video games or anything like that. It's just because there was far too much to get into. So when Disney bought Lucasfilm and moved all that uh, expanded universe material over into Legends, I was really happy because it allowed me to jump onto the new canon and from the very beginning with all the books and stuff and the comics. Now I've actually stopped collecting the comics only because it's just too much to get into right now, so I'm waiting for the collections to come out. But I am going to be showing you the ones that I do have here in just a minute. Um, so far, I'm loving the new canon. I'm loving everything that's going on in it. It lets me see the movies in a different way now, and I'll go into that a little bit more when I do the reviews of each of these books and stuff. So first off, starting off with the comic books, what we have here is the first issue of Kanan the Last Padawan. This shows Kanan's beginnings and his adventures during the Clone War and stuff like that, and takes place before the show Star Wars Rebels. So that's that one. The next one, two I'm going to be showing you because this is part of a limited series, is the Princess Leia comics. I have the first two issues. It was a 5 issue run. Wasn't a big fan of it. It just I didn't like the artwork. I didn't like where they were going with the story. So yeah, I'll still probably get the collection when that becomes available or when I'm able to get it. The next four that I have here are actually the first 4 issues of the actual Star Wars comic. There you see issue number 1, which is the weird back cover. issue number. Sorry, just trying to work this camera. Still getting used to working the camera on my new laptop. Issue number 2. We have issue number 3, as you can see, and issue number 4, and I really like that image. So yeah, as far as the Star Wars comic goes, I like it. Some people didn't like the way it started off. I actually kind of do. So, and for the final 3 that I have here, or sorry, for the next 3 that I have here, are the Vader comics. So you see issue number 1. I love that cover with that image of Vader on the cover. Let's see. Issue number 2. And issue number 3 with the homicidal droids. As far as the Vader comic goes, I love it. I love the artwork particularly. The story's really good too. I've kind of heard that in the middle of the series, the story kind of wanes a little bit, but again, I'm going to wait till the collection comes out and then I'll be able to give a definitive review. The last one I have here is part of the Journey to Star Wars The Force Awakens line that they were doing throughout September and all the way up until the movie came out. And I will be doing a review of the movie, so look out for that. And there it is. Sorry, issue number 1 of Star Wars Shattered Empire. Sorry, got a glare there. And There you see the classic image of all the characters at the celebration after the Battle of Endor. I only have the first issue. Again, I'm waiting for the collection to come out. So, but I really love the issue. I really loved where they started explaining things that happened after the Battle of Endor, and they introduced some new characters who are particularly important to something or someone in The Force Awakens. Okay, so we'll set these on the table right here. Now, the novels go, as far as the novels go, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I am missing a few. Hope to get them soon. The first one that takes place in the timeline is one I don't have. It's actually called Dark Disciple, written by Christy Golden. I really do want to get it because I've heard great things about it, particularly from Collider Jedi Council and Christian Harloff. And, you know, he's been raving about it, so I'm looking forward to getting it. It is, for those of you who don't know, it is a story about Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Voss, and it takes place during the Clone Wars. And it was actually some unfinished Clone Wars, or some Clone Wars scripts that were never filmed, or never animated, for the series, because when Disney bought it, they canceled the Clone Wars before they ever got to those. So, really looking forward to getting that. The next one I have here that takes place in the timeline, which takes place after Revenge of the Sith. And in fact, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Speaking of Revenge of the Sith, I actually do have the novelization here, and I do believe this is canon because it is a novelization of the movie. I'm not quite sure about that, but in case it is, I'm going to throw it in here. I also do have, well, I'll get into those later. So that actually would come after Dark Disciple. And the next one I have, which comes directly, which is based 5 years after the events of Revenge of the Sith, is Lords of the Sith by Paul S. Kemp. Really love that cover right there. Again, I'm getting a kind of a glare. Sorry about that. So, I really love that cover with Vader and the Emperor. It's just so badass. And then the next one I have after that is, Star Wars Tarkin. Maybe I'm holding it a little too close to the camera. I apologize for that. Again, I'm still getting used to this laptop and the camera. So, by James Luceno, who's one of my favorite Star Wars authors. He's written a lot of great stuff in the old expanded universe. Darth Plagueis, Labyrinth of Evil. I believe he wrote Labyrinth of Evil, and the two parts of the Darth Vader trilogy. So, and again, love that cover there with Tarkin and Vader in the back, and then on the back you got. Sorry, I didn't show you the back of Lords of the Sith. You got the Imperial Cog right there, and witness the power of the dark side. So, and then as far as this one goes, the back you got Tarkin standing there on the Star Destroyer. He's the Emperor's right hand and the Empire's iron fist. So there's that one. And then I believe the next, and by the way, Tarkin actually takes place right after Lords of the Sith. So, and then taking place right before the start of the show Rebels we have Star Wars: A New Dawn. I apologize for the way the dust jacket looks. My cat's got a hold of it. Again, a really cool cover. Sorry, and then you see the back. You see the Rebels insignia. On the back it says, let's see, the war is over, the Separatists have been defeated, and the Jedi Rebellion has been foiled. We stand on the threshold of a new beginning, and that's from Emperor Palpatine. Now, I actually do have the novelizations of the original trilogy. I have them in a single volume set. I just can't find it right now. So, and but you know, I do have those. And then I'll also the first and there actually have been junior novels that have been released of the original three movies. Basically, it's just to get new fans involved, to get them caught up on everything that was going on with the original trilogy and the characters from there. I believe they're titled "The Princess, the Scoundrel, and the Farm Boy" is the title of the that they use for the one that goes through A New Hope. I can't remember the titles of the other two. I'm sorry. But one has Princess Leia on the cover, an image of or a silhouette of Princess Leia on the cover in blue, and the other one has a green silhouette of Yoda, and the third has a red silhouette of Vader. So, don't know if I'll be picking those up just because I have the novelizations of the original novelizations. But the next one, which actually takes place in between episodes 4 and 5, that I have is this one right here, Weapon of a Jedi, written by Jason Bragg, and it's also part of the Journey to Star Wars: The Force Awakens series line. There are two other books that are part of this set. One is called Smuggler's Run, which also takes place in between episodes 4 and 5, and which is a Han Solo and Chewbacca adventure, and Moving Target, which takes place between episodes 5 and 6, which deals with Princess Leia. And then there's also another one that takes place right before Force Awakens, which is called Before the Awakening. But I'm hoping to get that one soon. But you see, really, with Luke holding his lightsaber, you got R2 and 3PO on the back, and you got a new character on the back cover with some stormtroopers. I'll get more into this guy right here when I do the review, which will hopefully be soon. Sorry, I have something in my eye. The next one that I have, which actually, again, I picked up because I heard Christian Harloff on Jedi Council raved so much about this book, was Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, which is a young adult novel, and is also part of the Journey to the Force Awakens. And I'll be getting into more about this book when I do the review. There you see the cover, the really cool looking cover. You got the Rebellion symbol and the Imperial cog. And then I'll get more into this image when I do the review. So there's that one. And then the next one, we have here is one that I actually picked up on Force Friday when they had it. And it is the first post Return of the Jedi material that was released when they started doing the whole Journey to the Force Awakens stuff, and that is Aftermath by Chuck Wendig. Love that cover. Story, not so much, but I'll get more into that when I do the review. So there's the side, there's the back, and it says, Trapped on an isolated world, a disparate group of rebels is all that stands between the galaxy's freedom and the Empire's fury. So, and the last one, which I just picked up yesterday, is the actual novelization to Star Wars: The Force Awakens by Alan Dean Foster, who ghost wrote the novelization for the original Star Wars. He ghost wrote it under the name under George Lucas's name, and he also wrote 2 other Star Wars novels. One being Splinter in the Mind's Eye, and I can't remember what the name of the other one is. It had to do with events that happened before Episode 2. So there's that. There's the side, and then the back, which just says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then it has the primary credits right there. So yeah, and I will be doing reviews of these. We're actually going to start filming some as soon as I'm done with this video. So I will see you guys again next time.